68-year-old retired Canadian national Keith Haslam was murdered sometime on Saturday morning as he socialized with his wife, Ruth Jones, and George Hyde, the person with whom Jones was having an affair. The deceased had just relocated from Belmopan to the residence in Buena Vista Village in Cayo 5 days before he was brutally killed. Haslam was initially reported missing by Hyde's brother, 32-year-old Nelson, on Saturday morning when the trio was nowhere to be found.
The morning when I wake up, I know I never ran nowhere for gone. I see them missing, and I may figure that something wrong because I see some hair from the man in my yard, and that's the reason why I figure that something wrong happened for the hair I find in my yard, and I end up making a report for that because the incident happened at my house, and I never involved in that no kind of way.
In the morning when he get up, he made checks for the old man in his room and found him that the person was nowhere to be found. He called his cell number in effort to try to find out where he is, and it was a different person who answered the phone. The phone was retrieved. We found out that the phone was damaged, and immediately the brother suspected that something had happened to the old man. As a result, we made up a team of police officers who visited the establishment. Hair of the gentleman could have been found on top of the table. That would be in the village. But then we went to the farm. In the farm, they have a plywood building, which when we searched inside it, the sacks of the gentleman was seen on top of the chair. His belt was seen but outside of the building. And George Hyde, Ruth Jones, and the gentleman, all of them still missing.
According to Deputy OC of the San Ignacio Police Formation, Inspector Raymunda Reyes, Hyde confessed to the crime and said that the brutal killing was a case of jealousy.
It was Saturday, sometime around 7, that George Hyde contacted his brother, asking him that he wanted to meet with his brother, and as a result, police get involved. And he was captured shortly after 7 p.m. at Buena Vista Village in the farm, along with Ruth Jones. Upon being questioned, he admitted that he had already killed Mr. Kit, and as a result, he volunteered and he gave a statement to the police. After 1 a.m. in the morning, he took police about 6 miles east of Buena Vista Village, where he pointed out the area inside a creek where the police had the lifeless body of the Canadian retiree in a face-up position with what appears to be a cut wound on the back of his head.
While San Ignacio police await a directive from the DPP to levy charges on the couple, it appears that Jones and Hyde are also the main suspects in another homicide, this one in Belmopan. The duo was arrested in connection with the murder of Roaring Creek taximan 47-year-old Orlando Smith, whose throat was slit and his lifeless body strewn in the middle of Costa Rica Street Extension in a remote area in the Salvapan area.
We haven't shifted our focus. We remain, those same 2 persons are our main suspect. We are completing the file, and we are sending the case file to the Office of Director of Public Prosecution for her advice and for us to proceed in whatever advice she gives us.
Can you tell us, has there been any new developments which your officers, your investigators feel that these 2 main suspects can now be charged with murder?
Well, there were new developments. We have that in the file, and like I said, we're going to send the file to the Office of the DPP.
Dwayne Moody for News 5.